Yep, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your folk, B-High. Radio, shouting, stepping in the building. I got my West Coast partner in this thing, the legend himself, Daz Dillinger. What's good with it, my dog?
What it do, what it do?
Oh, man, I'm over here feeling good, feeling great, man. But, Daz, you still out here getting to it, though, man.
Oh, man, it's always, man, it's natural, you know what I'm saying? So, I breathe and live this.
Exactly. Talk to me about this Cousins, though, man. This web series. What the hell's going on with that, boss?
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Bringing life, you know what I'm saying? It's going to look like us, but it's going to be the stories a little bit more different, than just rapping. Then I got the DPG for Life movie, so, just keeping things entwined with each other, you know what I'm saying? And keeping the kids busy and, you know what I'm saying? And making them entrepreneurs and learn this game.
Talk to me about that, though, Daz, being able to stay in the game, man, and be a legend in the game at the same time. How have you been able to maintain this?
You got to have an open mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be judging this and this until it be judged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I embrace everything, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a producer. So I listen to all kind of music. And, I just embrace it.
Exactly. Talk to me, though, as a producer, though, Daz, because, see, you one of the coldest ones to do it, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Learning the game from Dre early on, when was it that you realized that you was going to produce and rap at the same damn time?
I learned the game from Warren G. Taught me how to work the drum machine. Dr. Dre taught me how to take what I had off the drum machine, put it to tape, to add around and add, different musical entwine to it and, just staying consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always was rapping, and me and Corrupt just came together and said we're going to make it the Dogg Pound.
Speaking of that Dogg Pound, one of my all-time favorite songs, man, that bomb-ass pussy. Ooh. I got to get straight to it, man.
We made that song out here in Atlanta.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that was Freaknik.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about that right now.
I know a little bit about that Freaknik.
We, OGs, Freaknik was one jam-packed car to car, get out with your big party, hey, you know what I'm saying, for about a couple of hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we made that song out here in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
What was that like during that time, though, being in the A, moving and grooving that Freaknik, though?
We was moving around with the Goody Mob, you know what I'm saying, and T-Mo and Kip and, you know what I'm saying, and Cool Joe, CeeLo, you know what I'm saying, just hanging with the Dungeon family, working and da-da-da and having a great time.
You feel me? During them times, though, Daz, what goes through your mind when you look back on them times, man? You knew that y'all boys was bringing the funk harder than everybody else out here in the game, man.
It was just, surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did that and let's keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? It just don't stop.
Exactly.
Don't stop.
Now, when it comes to your production style, man, how was it that you was getting that creativity going, man? Was you working with the samples, the MPs?
I was working with it all, sampling, taking sounds from different records. Back then you had to use a record to get the sound. Bam, and catch it. You know what I'm saying? Now you just hit the button and the sound is there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But, I'm an MC, so I was making beats that I like to rap to, and then I would give them to Tupac, or I'd give them to Snoop, and I'd give them to Corrupt, and I'd give them to Helter Skelter, you know what I'm saying, Too Short, T.I., you know what I'm saying, whole bunch of people, you know what I'm saying. Like I said before, I reached the pinnacle of rap. You know what I'm saying? So, I I got a song with Biggie that never came out, and, you know what I'm saying, and I got a whole bunch of stuff, Nas, you know what I'm saying, the list goes on, you know what I'm saying, so I reached the pinnacle of rap.
When you talk about that pinnacle, though, Daz, when you came into the game, was that something that you were striving for, or is it just something that just kind of happened?
As a kid, we all love hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, we, from back then, from Run DMC, you know what I'm saying, and LL Cool J and Slick Rick and, you know what I'm saying, 2 Live Crew, you know what I'm saying, because I had lived in Miami too, so I was going to Pac Jam.
Ooh.
I was in the hood on 15th Ave. I live in Miami, you know what I'm saying. My father, bought a house down there and been out there for the last 20-something years, so, I've been all over, man.
Exactly. I mean, but you can hear it in the music, though, man.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're able to work with different artists and bring them exactly what they need every time. And when you come in there lyrically, too, you ain't fucking around either.
Yeah, I ain't fucking around, and I'm blowing him down. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we're going to have a real good motherfucking time.
You ain't never lied. Now, I mean, take me back to the beginning, though, man. Working on that Chronic.
The Chronic album.
What was that experience like, man?
2 bags of weed, bucket of Popeye's chicken, stealing food and going to the studio. I used to hotwire the studio like, you know, Dick Griffey.
Yeah.
That owned Solar Records like the Whispers, Lakeside and all that. We was using his studio. And, you know, we had the second floor, but they would lock it. And I would go in there and pull the whole components, you know, where you push the buttons out, take the whole thing out, hit the little button, you know, and I'm in there. Yeah. And I'm grabbing tapes. And then one day Dick Griffey come in there and say, how's you recording this? I said, you know, I grabbed the tape out the back. He said, them my masters. Them the Whispers. Lakeside. All that, you know, I recorded over now. You know what I'm saying? We done made What Would You Do? You know what I mean? So, hey.
I mean, recorded over a classic with another classic,
hey, man, you know, one generation to the next.
Exactly. Talk to me about the chemistry that everybody had during that time, though, man. Because, I mean, it sounds like when y'all got together, that music, you would hear cohesiveness. When they passed when Diggity Daz was coming out of the cut with his stuff right there, you knew it was time for you to hit that mic. You see what I'm saying? So talk to me about just working together in that booth, getting biz.
I mean, it was a natural thing, you know what I'm saying? Family thing and magic. And, you know, I love it to the day. We still do it to the day, you know what I'm saying? And I do that with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's genuine love, how me and you hang out, how we all in the room laughing, you know, and that's what it is. You know, we treat it like family, and then, you know, that goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been out here in the A since 2000.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Probably earlier than that from the 90s, you know what I'm saying? From traveling back and forth, we used to stay at Lisa House.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we stayed at Latina House and Lithonia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I moved out. I was like, man, these houses is affordable.
Exactly.
I'm out of Cali right now.
Exactly.
And I'm back in, you know, Cali, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my family in Houston. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going through it with them at the same time by helping them, you know what I'm saying, because it's a tragic moment. You know?
I mean, that's crazy what's going on down there in Houston right now because all of that water, you would think that...
Same day, it's with the same month of Katrina hit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Trump, what is you doing?
Come on, man.
Stop smoking with the button right there.
Talk to me about them early days at Death Row, though, Dan.
Ooh,
what goes through your mind, man, when you think about y'all boys being on the hottest label at the time, bringing the funk? And, I mean, it seemed like y'all could never stop making them hits, man.
And it was going down. You know, it was the Chronic, man. You know, the weed was high potency out there at the time. And, you know, and Dr. Dre, it was N.W.A, Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying? He left N.W.A at the time.
Yeah.
And we had his back, and we was going at N.W.A, you know what I'm saying? On the street level, like, you know what I'm saying? Some young Crips, you know what I'm saying? And Dr. Dre and Suge was a blood, and it was just all mixed together, you know what I'm saying? And everybody was broke at first, you know what I'm saying? And then the money came in. And we stayed humble, but everybody else, you know.
How did you maintain your humility during that time? Because, I mean, the music is everywhere, and now the money's on deck.
Like, people knew our voices, but they didn't know our faces. So we'd be sitting right in front of them. Hey, yeah, nigga. Like, yeah, you know, this shit is banging. You're like, nigga, that's us. We used to be at the club, and we couldn't even get in the club, but they banging the music. You know, how that feel, you know, back then. That's what Ice-T was telling me. Yeah, because Ice-T came out and got us and let us in the club. Like, you don't know who you're playing? Come on in here.
Talk to me about that California love, though, man, at a time where you got all of these artists coming out of Cali, including Death Row. And what was that like? Y'all just mashing for y'all side.
I mean, you know, we was mashing with everybody else, but Death Row was mashing for Death Row. You know what I'm saying? So, it was just a lot of music, and you know, back then it was like competition back then, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you know, you beef with somebody, then you in the club with them. That back then the beef was totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boom! You know, kind of, hey.
Talk to me about that, though, man, because, I mean, the stories that you hear about Death Row, folks hear about them stories, man, and they make them all horror stories. I mean, was hell really you see what I'm saying? Was hell really breaking loose that hard in there?
Man, motherfuckers was getting their ass whipped. Yeah, you couldn't believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to be a rapper and you coming in there, like this one dude we seen in there, he was rapping, I'm an MC, and they just, bow, socked him in the mouth. Next thing I know, I'm jumping out of 6'4". Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, no. And then, you know, this one dude was talking to Mary J. Blige, and they just whooped him up because he wasn't supposed to be talking to her.
Oh, my goodness.
Because, you know, Mary J. Blige and Jodeci was on death row. You know what I'm saying? They was managed by Suge, but they was in the, you know, they was dead with us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it was going down. Bunch of stuff. A lot of people. Ike Turner was on death row.
Wait a minute now. What was Ike Turner doing over there on death row?
You know, Suge like this music.
That's crazy. I mean, what was going through? Because, see, I know MC Hammer came through for a second,
MC
too,
Hammer,
and he was jamming, though.
Hammer's on there, Mickey Howard, Dina Howard. I mean, you know, Madeline Woods from BET back in the day. and then she started going with it. You know, hey, it was going down. You know, the money attracted it. Hey, had to get that money repellent.
Come on now. I mean, but then with you and Snoop being cousins, I mean, what was it like having your family mashing together in there too, man?
I mean, it's a great thing, you know what I'm saying? I love Snoop, and he do what he do, you know what I'm saying, and make it magical, and you know what I'm saying, and he was the one at the forefront, and brought us in, and, you know what I'm saying, forever indebted.
Now,
you know.
when Tupac came over to the death row, man.
All right, it was a cold, smoky night.
Yeah.
I got a call from Suge Knight. Meet me at Monty's restaurant. I'm like, what's up? He said, you got some beats? I'm like, yeah. He said, yeah, Tupac coming in tonight. And I'm like, ooh, Drew Down ain't got that money. So I'm going to take this beat on over here. And so we went to the studio and we dropped Ambitious of a Rider. And we dropped I Ain't Mad at You. And then the second day, we dropped Ain't Nothing But a Gangsta Party, that one. Then we did Scandalous, and then I had Method Man and Redman, Inspector Deck with Corrupt over at my house, and we did I Got My Mind Made Up.
Yeah.
And It's All About You. And hey, the first, 6 songs on that album was all Daz.
Exactly. I mean, because that sound that you was bringing in there, I mean, it was tremendous.
Yeah,
it was tremendous. Yeah. I mean, them songs that you just named are still getting played to this day.
And I'm still getting paid to this day.
Come on now. Come on. What goes through your mind when that man came in there, he ripped all them songs that fast?
Yeah, you know, I told him when he first came, I said, don't let this gangbanging get between us. Because I'm already knowing what's going on with Death Row Records, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they looking for a mascot. Because we ain't the mascot. We the Dogg Pound.
Yeah.
We Crip, you know what I'm saying? And Tupac was hanging with, you know, Thug Life at first, you know, it was all Crip.
Yeah.
But then he came to be all Bloods with, you know, Death Row. And then, you know, and then he used to tell me, I'm going to give you a jewel that's going to last you for the rest of your life. You know, I used to wonder what the jewel is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I found out what the jewel is.
What the jewel is, man?
That publisher. You know what I'm saying? That's like people say, how you going to get your retirement thing? Well, that's a lifetime pension.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them checks come in regardless, on time, every year for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And publishing checks, and sound exchange. One song can pay you 6 times. You know what I'm saying?
That's cold. Talk to me about the business side of it, though, Daz, man. Taking care of your business, though.
You know I am. You know what I'm saying? If I don't take care of my business, nobody will. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm sitting on a little nice, pretty piece of change. You did? Won't get too many specific numbers, but, you know, I like real estate. You know what I'm saying? Just bought another house out here in Georgia, you know what I'm saying? Big old mansion.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? With acres and, you know, and different other things. You know, shout out to Rick Ross, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, with the big cows. You know? And, you know, just out here having a great time, man, living with my family, my uncle, Snoop Daddy out here, and, you know what I'm saying? Me and him and Jeff, you know what I'm saying? And all the ATLs, you know what I'm saying? I go from here to Lithonia to the east side. Man, I'm all over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And they just be embracing me like, Dad? Yeah. Man, I know you got it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I just
be looking for it.
And then I shot a movie out here in 07.
Yeah.
Make It Rain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's coming out, you know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it up and then I'm gonna come back out here and do another thing with Ice-T called Go DJ.
Talk to me about that. What's that supposed to be about?
DJs in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Strip club DJs, you know what I'm saying?
Funky.
Oh, man, you know. DJ Funky, you know what I'm saying? The whole coalition DJs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of that crew. I've been down with them from day one, you know what I'm saying?
The boys hold it down
My
in
boys,
these clubs,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
For real. Fernando, you dig?
Yeah, rest in peace. I mean, talk to me, though, man, about coming to the A and living your life and enjoying yourself, man. I mean, what was that like when you said, you know what, I'm about to go ahead and kick it in the A for a little while?
Shout out to Jermaine Dupree, you know what I'm saying? He believed in me, signed me, brought me out here, gave me a nice piece of change, bought my other house in Fairburn, you know, Peachtree City.
Yeah.
And we made some great moves together, and you know what I'm saying? And I've been out here ever since, you know what I'm saying? A lovely thing.
Now, when it comes to your production, though, Daz, which song do you feel is the one that you just got your stuff all the way off
Which
on?
one's paying me the most? Yeah, that Ambitious of a Rider. It all depends. You know, T.I. song, My Life, you know what I'm saying? Too Short. I got a bunch of soundtracks. And I mean, you know, I really go through, you know, my ASCAP and BMI. You know what I'm saying? Because I get paid from both. I don't know how, but I get paid from both.
Now, when you go back to them times, though, Daz, did you feel like 20 years later that stuff would be just as relevant as it was back then, though?
Not really. You know, as you making it, you ain't really thinking about that.
Yeah.
But as you get older and you have kids and, you know, you go through life trials and tribulations and they start still playing it on the radio today, you know what I'm saying? And to be here, you know, thank God, Jesus, you know, for my life of being here, you know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to be here, to embrace the music and to embrace the people that embrace me, you know what I'm saying?
What goes through your mind when you look at life, though, man, and coming up in this hip-hop game and the homies that you did lose during this time, man?
You know, I just say, man, I made it, man. You know, I just wish they would be here, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would it be with them being here, you know what I'm saying? So I always wonder, what would it be like if Tupac, Biggie, you know, everybody, you know, was still here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Will we get over the East Coast, West Coast war, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like, it's casualties of that, and when we made it out of that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And we here to talk about the story, and, you know, I hate that people make movies when you're dead because you can't tell your story, but I'm here to tell mine.
I mean, are we going to get a Dogg Pound movie, though?
Oh, man, you know, I'm just working out the right deal. You know, right now, it's just a lot of shit going on with Bayou picks. And so that's why I said, I'm going to switch my Bayou pick to a series with our kids that look just like us, but different sceneries and stuff. It's not going to have Dr. Dre or, you know, all that other type of shit. It's going to be some street stuff, but you're going to be like, them niggas look just like Daz and Snoop.
Exactly.
Them niggas kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be some street stuff, you know. Shout out to Ice-T, you know what I'm saying? And, man, you know what I'm saying? And just believing, and, you know, I like doing movies, man, you know what I'm saying? And empowering young people. You know, I put a camera in their hand, you know what I'm saying? And just, hey, let's work together, you know what I'm saying?
What is it like switching from the music to the movies and stuff like that?
It's all the same. It all coincides with each other. You two, you can't do one without right now. Yeah. So, you know, so if you do some music, you got to what? Shoot a video.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And make it look right.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? And that shows what your skills is, because right now you don't even need a label nowadays. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? You just got to know where the money comes. How do you feel about the game now, man, where you could just pretty much wake up in the morning and crank it up versus back in the day you had to wait on somebody to discover your ass? And you got to go with a street team. You got to go pay this. You got to go to the radio. I was traveling from city to city on consignment doing Tower Records, selling my CDs. So I would drive to Vegas. I would drive to Arizona. I would drive to Northern California just to drop off 200 or 300 CDs. You know what I mean? And Amazon and just doing all that personally, you know what I'm saying? And that's how, like, I was the first one, like, really doing independent. Yeah. Selling verses, you know what I'm saying? I had Tupac verses, 85,000. I was, you know what I'm saying? And this one dude just buying them. I'm like, man, where he's getting all this money from? But I was riding around in the Bay Area, and they were about 600,000 cash. You know them little Benzes with the little compartment right there?
Yeah.
Filled up. I took it in my mama house. She like, boy, did you rob somebody? I said, Mom, I'm doing verses. I got verses. Then she, well, give me 10,000. You know what I mean? But just that back in the days is not the same no more.
Yeah.
That independent money was good. Them deals and them budgets was gravy back then where they come spin with the independent pop stores. And,
yeah.
You know, hey, it's not like it used to be no more.
What do you think happened, though, that caused the money to kind of dry up in the game?
Man, the internet, man. You know what I mean? The government, they seen it, you know what I'm saying, to reinverse the money this way instead of that way. Yeah. That's why Jimmy Iovine went and got with Apple.
Yeah.
And people going, Jay-Z went to go get with Microsoft, you know, Sprint and all these other people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They seen the future.
What do you think, though, man, having that foresight to know where the game is going? Where do you feel like it's going now?
This motherfucker going viral. That motherfucker going viral. You can go viral like that, though.
Yeah.
It can make you or it can break you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shit. Hey, it's just you gotta adapt to it, man. Chameleon, you know.
Yeah. What do you think about the stuff going viral so fast, though, now, man? With you having to watch what you say every 5 minutes because you just don't know what might hit the net and it just take
like
off.
me personally, I don't give a fuck because my shit is already set. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really, you know, big ass, you know, I got, my house and shit is paid for. I eliminated the rent, period.
Come on
You know
now.
what I'm saying? My shit paid for. I'm $1,000 a year on my property taxes. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck you. You dig? I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm going to say it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And not to hurt anybody's feelings, but the real is the real. I know not to hurt people's feelings, but, you know, real is the real, and bullshit is everywhere.
Now, I mean, also working with folks like Currency, man, dropping out tracks to that guy.
Man, you know, Spitter, man, you dig?
Yeah.
Hit me. That's why I say I reached the pinnacle of rap, baby. You dig? You know what I'm saying? I got so many songs, man, you dig? I have some of them I ain't even registered yet. It ain't been 10 years and 15 years I ain't registered the song because I got to get to that. Every time I think I'm finna register a song, I'm making a new song. I'm making a new album. You know what I'm saying? So this new album that I got called Daz and Taz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a new video I call Bang Bang.
Yeah.
You know, just to give them a little light taste. And then I'm dropping a new single with me and LaToya Williams.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting that together. And, you know what I'm saying? I got M1 from Dead Presidents and Rala and, you know, the twins. And, hey, I got a slew of people on there.
Yeah.
I ain't got Snoop and Corrupt on there because we doing a Dogg Pound album. You know, it's all about preparing it and getting things right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They gonna speak like, what's up, motherfucker? Get ready for that Dogg Pound album. You know what I'm saying? But this album produced by me, Daz Dillinger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, and I got some banging shit on there.
Now, you talking about the twins that was signed to Warren G?
You motherfucking right.
Oh, man, them twins was hard as hell, too.
Yeah, I got them back, you know what I'm saying, on my shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just reaching out.
Yeah.
I'm out here in Atlanta. I got Nicole Ray on some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Me and Gip doing the album together.
Oh, that's going to be cold.
Yeah, you know, some fly ass shit. We're going to do the songs inside, you know what I'm saying? And fucking with Big Boy and, you know what I'm saying? And Wayniac and just everybody, you dig?
Talk to me about your love for the music, though, man, because obviously you got to love the game to stay in the game.
Well, my mother, she wrote songs for Bobby Blue Bland and a song called Come Fly With Me and To Be Friends, you know what I'm saying, with Al Bell and Stax Records. And, you know what I'm saying? And you can look up my mom's old songs. It's Lynn Varnado, Lynn Varnado, Varnado.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying, she was blowing 1973. You know, she had a whole album sounding like Gladys Knight, just blowing, you know what I'm saying? So we've been in the game and, you know what I'm saying, it trickled down to me and Snoop and, you know, just having a great time, you know what I'm saying, and spreading it back. You know, that's what it's all about, music, man. It can take you places that you never imagined. I've been all over the world. I've been in Lebanon. We in a hotel that just got blew up. And we looking at, they just blew the hotel up in this Ramadan, you know what I'm saying? And we performing on Ramadan and half the people coming, half the people ain't. There's war going on. They got metal detectors at the And we like, man, how we gonna get out of here, man? They stopping us, man. What's going on?
Yeah. Talk to me about your travels and the things that you saw, though, Daz, man. Because, see, the average man will never get a chance to see them things, man.
Oh, man, it's a crazy mixed up world. It's a dog world. Hey, just, doing that video and, just different times in that, from working with Ron O'Neal and Pam Grier and, what I'm saying, Fred Williams, Williams, what I'm saying, and just all them old school players, what I'm saying, and I did it all, man. I'm still here, and I'm young, and I feel good, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still out here.
What are some of the nuggets and the jewels that you picked up along the way that allowed you to maintain, though, too, man?
My main thing is observation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't talk too much, just look and listen.
Yeah.
Learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And make it to your own, just like music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take a little bit here, take a bit here, and make it your own. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I also learned to think first. You know how you always think first and say, I'm gonna do this, but then some say, get in this lane when you should have stayed in this lane. Now there's traffic backed up in that lane, and you gotta get back in this lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So go with your first mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you hit your toe on the wall 3 times, slow down. You're doing something you don't supposed to be doing. You're moving too fast. If you hit your knee or your leg, your arm, and you hit that funny bone,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That means you're moving too fast.
Boy, you said something with that, man. During that time, though, Daz, when you was just a damn teenager in the game.
Yeah, I was 16 when I came in the game.
Come on, man. You ain't nothing but a doggone baby in this thing.
Yeah, running
How
after
were you
Dr. Dre.
processing what you was seeing?
I mean, it was gangster shit going on. You
Yeah.
dig? It was, back then, it was running with Suge Knight. He was doing everything under the sun, and Dr. Dre back in there when he beating up, all them days. And, man, it's crazy, man.
When you look back on them days, man, what goes through grown Daz's mind when he's looking at young Daz back then? And what would you tell that young nigga?
I say, son, don't do that type of shit. It's only one way in and one way out. You can, everything has got a consequence.
Yeah.
I learned this thing called ABC.
Yeah.
That I live by. You know what I'm saying? It's like the alphabet, but it's A is for aggression. You know what I'm saying? B is for the belief. Mm-hmm. C is for the consequences. Because A is the aggression of, B is the belief, motherfucker, did you? C is, the consequences. You know what I'm saying? D is the dispute. You know what I'm saying? That means you arguing and all this other shit. Now, E is emotion. Emotion of women, the homies, you know what I'm saying, the thing. And F is, fuck you. You know what I mean? Because that's what all that shit going to end up to say at the end.
Exactly.
You know what? Fuck you. But the C word, you know what I'm saying, consequences, because you're going to have to, it's a consequence. You might go to jail. You got to pay that fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that word right there will keep you from doing some shit. You got to paying. Motherfucker don't want to play nowadays.
Exactly.
Shit.
Looking at the game now, how do you feel about the rap industry? Being some of the folks that just actually made hip-hop solid and made it a profitable business for folks to get into.
Yeah.
What do you think about it right now and where it stand at?
It's staying good for the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the artist is the CEO.
Yeah.
It's not the Warner Brothers. It's not. Some of them, if you sign a 360 deal, you know what I'm saying, and you don't know what you're signing. But as far as, old school artists and people that's still out here getting it, they getting it. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z got all the rappers signed. Mm-hmm. All the sports, all the everybody.
You ain't never lied.
You get to the money.
When you look back, though, Daz, man, you, with the Dogg Pound, Snoop, Tupac, sure, I mean, all y'all going out as legends.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? And then when y'all was in there working, was it just like, hey, man, we in this thing jamming? Or did you know that y'all was above average in that thing?
We was just regular. We didn't know what we had. You know what I'm saying? We was like a diamond in the rough. You know what I'm saying? So, and then after Tupac died, then you start knowing different things. And you know what I'm saying? Because we never came out of that shell. We was always in the studio doing this. We never knew, you could do this show and get this money and travel, you know what I mean? We was all doing, just working.
When Tupac hauled off and died, man, what was going through your mind during that time, man? Because, I mean, that was the biggest loss that black music had ever seen that tragically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, when Suge and Tupac got shot, we was thinking like, man, they like Tupac dead. And our mind was like, well, Suge ain't. You know what I mean? You can't kill the devil. You know what I mean? And luckily, that motherfucker was still alive. You know what I'm saying? And then N.W.A, rest in peace. He was down there.
Yeah.
He was calling us, telling us, what was going on. And, you know what I'm saying? And just N.W.A and Tupac, for us. And L-Dog, Ty Cuz, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a tragic loss for us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, it's up to us to keep pushing on and keep the memories alive and, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what about your relationship with Suge, though, man? Because I know y'all had a fun and crazy relationship, too, man.
Like I said before, Suge Knight was like our father.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We was the kids, you know what I'm saying? So, me and him, we was tight.
Yeah.
Me and him was super tight out of everybody, you know what I'm saying? That's how, in the end, it all fell out, it hurt it, you know what I'm saying? And we wanted to kill each other, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, probably.
Are you serious? I mean, but how could something so beautiful turn so ugly?
Like I said before, trust, hey, you can break that loyalty, you know what I'm saying, can go a long way, but it can be broken in 10 seconds, less than a second, you know what I'm saying? And when you're doing it, just scandalous shit, you know what I'm saying? And, he really didn't give a fuck about us anyway because he was the blood. You know what I'm saying? We used to hear him say, them, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, we knew it was for the money, so that's why we had our own game plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, shit, I don't fuck with nobody from the Death Row era. But our family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because all of them was scandalous. I seen what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, fuck them niggas, you know?
Now, how serious was that banging stuff back then? Because, see, down here in the South, we didn't know. We was over here kicking it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How serious was that in L.A. and on the West Coast?
I mean, Colors was out about that time, you dig?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, but now they migrated everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every state got a gang, and Crips and Bloods, and everybody a Blood now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got other Bloods that don't like, you got Pyrus, you know what I'm saying? They wear burgundy. You know what I'm saying? And the Bloods, hey, each and all, hey, be safe with it, man.
Exactly.
Because it's a cold game when you gang banging. You know what I'm saying?
What goes through your mind, though, man, when you think about the folks that you lost to the banging back then, just being a youngster in the game, coming up, and then you looking around and you realizing that, like you say, it's a dog-eat-dog world out here.
Yeah, you got to be careful what you do, what you say, and how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And just believe in God. You know what I'm saying? And have the right mind and make the right decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can get caught up. It's a lot of people in Fulton County Jail, Douglasville. I was in Douglasville County Jail. You dig? I had a weed case. You know what I'm saying? But I went in there and, hey, man, for like 6 days, handling, having a ball, and there was nothing but niggas from California, and they dance, hey, you know what I'm saying? So,
what's that like, though, Daz, when you can go to jail on the other side of the country and folks is like, that nigga Daz is in here?
I mean, we did that one time in the same jail Mike Tyson was in Indiana.
Yeah.
Police had took us all to jail, me, Snoop, everybody. We was in there. They was shouting in there, Dogg Pound, Dad. It was like, man, even the guards wanted an autograph. That's what I hate, too.
Yeah.
They book you, and then they want a motherfucking autograph. You know what I mean?
During your career, though, Daz, when was that point that you said, you know what, I done made it and I done did what I came in here to do? Or did you even know what you was coming in there to do, or was you just jamming the whole time?
I was jamming the whole time, and then I found out what to do after Tupac died, getting your business together.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying, and to own real estate, to own, to have all your stuff in your name.
Yeah.
Then let you know that you made it. You did.
Exactly.
And not his person, that person, he a co-signer and all that other shit. You did. Let me put the car in my name. If it's mine, give it to me. You did.
Exactly. Now, being an artist, though, man, what was some of your favorite songs that you was listening to at that time outside of Death Row?
Yeah, before we started rap, became famous, we were listening to Jodeci. Was, back then, Jodeci, what I'm saying, Grand Poobah, and, Brand Nubians, and Poor Righteous Teachers, and, I could go on and on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just, I'm raised off hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? That's all that I knew. And like I said, I told my mom, these hands never gonna get dirty. You dig? You did. So, hey, she said, boy, you sure tell the truth.
What about N.W.A, man? When them boys came out the West Coast with that gangster shit,
man,
and you were just a youngster seeing that, man, what was going through your mind at that time?
Oh, man, I got to hook up with these guys. And, MC Ren, Dr. Dre, Yella, Ice Cube, Eazy-E. It's a good thing. Because right now, Tamika Wright's suing Lil Eazy-E.
Yeah.
Because, we got the name Ruthless Records. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Big A and Lil E and me in the background, we own that thing now. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So we the owners of Ruthless Records right now. You know what I'm saying? Because she lost her business license. She didn't renew it. She was counting the money from the N.W.A movie and didn't handle her business. It's like, you know what I'm saying, going to the state of Georgia and you putting in Ruthless Records and it's available. Ooh. Now, we got a seal from the state of California that claims that we own this company. You know what I'm saying? Because Eazy never used Ruthless Records as far as putting the money there. Yeah. He always used Comptown Records. Ruthless Records was the front. So everybody thought, they got the name locked, but it really wasn't locked. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she mad because we gave it to Lil Eazy. And he deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what did Lil Eazy say when y'all blessed him with that, though?
Fuck that bitch.
Oh. Oh.
You know what I mean? Because she been trying to take little stuff from Lil E. He been doing this. She been shutting him down. You know what I'm saying? But now he got the right to do the Eazy-E thing and the Ruthless Records. We don't have the catalog. That's her. She can have that. Yeah. We got the name. We gonna make new music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We got Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with us heavy. We always go on tour with Bone Thugs, me and Corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bone Thugs, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to keep it going, man. It's all about owning things, you know what I'm saying? Acquiring things. It's not the same thing as back in the 70s and old school records and with 8 tracks and laser discs and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all digital and new things, and old people is not up on their business, you know what I'm saying? And when you have managers and other things, you have to do things yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because they might be asleep and say, okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. It might be too late tomorrow. You know, like that song Tomorrow by the Winans. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Get it now. Because I perform, I do my music and I perform, on the mic when I'm recording my music when I'm sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Because I push myself. Like, if it was the last song I did, how would I sound? You know what I'm saying? So I wait till I'm sleepy. I don't even drink, you know what I'm saying? I just smoke pounds and pounds and pounds. So I push myself, and that gets me to going, like, exercising, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, your recording process, though, Daz. I mean, when you end up producing them tracks, though, man, things like that Gangsta Party.
Yeah.
How was you producing them things? And when you was in there, when you had them beats on deck, what was going through your mind at that time? Because those beats was about to change the game.
Yeah, I was like this fucking ADAT machine messing up. That's when ADATs came in the game. I was using real VCR tapes. Yeah. And formatting when I wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm saying? So it was just trying new things out, and you know what I'm saying? And I usually make tracks early in the morning, about 15, 20 songs, tracks, like an early morning workout. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get my ideas and drop them down and come back and revamp them.
See, that's cold.
You know what I'm saying? So I got the studio club at my house now. You know what I'm saying? I got a studio in there. I got a stage. I got a pole. And I got the DJ booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm funky. Yeah. Bring them up. You dig? The lights in there. It's partying, man. You know what I'm saying? It's on private property. We can bang the music loud.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can have about 200 or 300 people on my, backyard thing. You know what I'm saying?
Cold.
And just have a little get together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only in the A, baby.
Only in the A, man.
Hey.
And then we were just talking, Daz, about the 90s, man, when the competition was so damn fierce in the music. How was it for you when you knew that y'all had to compete with all of this music around the country at that time and bring it?
Well, we was trying to really get embraced by New York back then. You know what I'm saying? You know, all the artists that we liked, like Kool Herc and Melly Man, you know, all them, they was dissing us. You know, just like
everybody.
You know, just how young people don't like the old music and young people, you know, and the old people don't like it was just like that back in the days. And then, you know, we had made that New York song.
Talk to me.
And then, you know, but Melly Mel, it was a Melly Mel song.
Yeah.
And he got paid for that 100% of that song. We didn't get a dime off of that song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Sugar Hill wanted it all. You know what I'm saying?
So that's his favorite song out that he ever did.
That's the most he ever got paid for, a song that he probably didn't even get paid for. You know, the label. It's all about the label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And then we got shot at there, you know what I'm saying? And Biggie was on the radio telling them, like, yeah, y'all gonna let them come down here in our city and da-da-da-da, and they down there in Times Square. Go handle that. You know what I mean? And it was on from then Tupac heard it, and then he was going crazy. And then when we came back to L.A. after all that drama, that's when the video switched up.
So it wasn't no love by the time y'all got back to L.A.
I mean, hey, it was going down. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to me about that beef right there, though, man. I mean, how thick was it during them times for y'all trying to do y'all music when you know that a whole damn side ain't fucking with you?
I mean, we was fucking with certain people, you know what I'm saying? And right after Tupac died, you know, I went and served Biggie some weed. You know what I'm saying? And Mace was there. We was in the studio off of Lancashire. You know what I'm saying? So I went in there and they was working on that song. Girls in the fields, the hoes, you know, one. Biggie was writing Puffy part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like, fuck it, you know, I got love for you. I'm gonna give y'all these 2 ounces. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that Cali though.
You motherfucking right. And then, you know, me and Biggie was cool and we did 2 songs together. I had 2 beats and laid them down on 2-inch.
What?
2-inch tapes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got those and I never released them.
Talk to me about that, though, man, because I be hearing that a lot of times folks be holding on to this music. What is it that makes you hold on to it for so long?
Come with that right number. I mean, you know, it's like fine wine. You dig?
Yeah.
You know, and then when they hear it, that's when he the song. Hey, it's all about negotiations. But you know what I'm saying? I got love for Biggie, Puffy, you know, the whole game, you know what I'm saying? I'm not biased and none of that, you know, the game is the game.
Exactly. I mean, first of all of them jewels that you put out and then still having some in the tuck.
Yeah.
I mean, do you go home and jam to your music too still sometimes? Like, man, let me go ahead and listen to this Biggie that ain't nobody else gonna hear this motherfucker.
I got songs with me and Young Guns that never came out, you know, Chris and Neef. You know, I got a bunch of songs with Nas and you know, it just never came out. You know, I just listen to it. You know, it gives me good vibes.
Yeah.
To know that I did songs with him and that we friends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just having a good time, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, having that private collection, though, man, because, see, we the people demand to hear them songs. Why is you holding on to that stuff, Daz?
I mean, you know, I be putting them out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just depends on, like, you know, really I don't be tripping about how I'm going to get paid. I just put it out because, in fact, I can go perform that. You dig?
Yeah.
So, hey, it's coming out, you know what I mean? Time will tell, you know. I have to get my things in priority. I just bought a house, so, you know, getting all my stuff together so I can, you know, make me another business.
Come on now. I mean, now this Dogg Pound album, though, man. You, Snoop, and Corrupt.
Yeah.
What is that like? And, I mean, what are y'all about to bring to the game again?
You know what I'm saying? We bringing some more classics to the thing. We hooked up with DJ Money. That's with Wale and them. And, you know, I'm letting him quarterback this deal. And, you know what I'm saying? And we coming with the songs. And they hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a different vibe than my album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just it's really going down, you know?
Now, when you was dropping them bars on the Chronic, man, songs like Bitches Ain't Shit, talk to me about that, man, because Daz, you was bringing the funk in that thing too, man.
You know, just having a good time, listening to him, got to write a rap that, you know, complimenting each other, you know what I'm saying? And You know, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And plus, we did a remix to it, you know, as far as like the freestyles that we did before then. So that warmed us up for that, you know what I'm saying? And just having Dr. Dre in the motherfucking studio, you know what I'm saying? Back then, hey, it's all to the good, man. I'm just happy to be in the presence of good people and like you and everybody in here, you know what I'm saying? And the hip-hop game and just, you know, reach the pinnacle of rap.
Exactly. I mean, with folk like Dr. Dre, who would turn around and be the Quincy Jones of our time.
You motherfucking right.
What goes through your mind when you know you was there to be able to get that personal tutelage, and then you bring the funk on your own level?
Like right now, I be like, that motherfucker rich. He did that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that means get your shit in order, Daz, you know what I'm saying? And keep doing what you doing, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, it's a great thing.
But then talk to me, too, also about passing the game, though, man. Because, see, a lot of times, Daz, you can't get nobody to give the game away.
I mean, I try to enlighten people with the game all the time because it's like, I don't want to be in control of you. I want to show you how to do it just in case I pass away one day that you learn how to do it.
Yeah.
You know how to go press your own CDs up. You know how to go do your own artwork. You know how to go mix your song. You know the whole process of doing this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And show you how to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to be fishing for you. I'm trying to catch my own fish.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not where I want to be. Like I was telling my homeboy the other day, every individual in here, time is ticking. It's something to do every day on the second. Your job is not done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you relax and all that, but the fact is you're not where you want to be. You know, you got to do anything to get to another level. You know what I'm saying? So time is ticking, man, and it's always something to do. I can't be laid up with her and all that. Bitch, I got something on my mind. I got to get the fuck up out of here. You know, let's cuddle. Bitch, we just finished going for 30 minutes. Oh, you talking about?
But then my question is, did you turn around and smile to the pussy like, you see what I'm saying?
I'm out of here. I got to get my cigarettes out the car. And she ain't seen me smoke nothing all day. My Newport Tech.
Yeah.
I go to the car, she's... you know.
When you think about that money, though, how did you feel like that money?
that money, yeah.
That money. When you think about that money, man, I mean, how did it affect you, though, Daz, having that much money that damn young, though?
I mean, you know, I was cashing and taking it all out the bank. You know what I mean? Then I knew about IRS hit me. I was trying to go get a pound of weed. Whew. And I was going to the bank to go get that little $6,000 out. And they was like, oh, your account is on hold. And, you know, you owe taxes. And we garnished the whole thing. And that's when I knew to take the money out of my name and make me a business license. Because if you got a business license, your baby mama, everybody else, and other people, they can't get to the money. You see what I'm saying? But if you got it in your original name, they're going to get to the money.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you said that.
On the mic. That's how they trample their money, you dig?
Now,
write it off.
Also in the game, what were some artists that you saw blow up that you wasn't sure if they had what it took, but then they blew all the way up?
Sam.
Yeah.
I done seen a lot of artists just blow up. Let me get it right. Now, the first artist was Pitbull.
Yeah.
I was living in Miami. Luke used to let me use his studio. Shout out to Mike West. He was running the label. And Pitbull was in there confused. He didn't know, you know, like, I said, man, it's going to happen for you, man. And his girlfriend singing on this song on the Dogg Pound album, I Just Can't Get Enough. With me and Too Short, you know what I'm saying? We was in there. And every time I see him, I say, man, look at that. Look at what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't even have to say nothing, really. I just, you did? Because me and him, we know. And I got him on a song when he was like 17 years old. And like I said before, it never came out. You know, it's in my closet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm going to go back and get a 2-inch machine, and I'm going to put it in, you know what I'm saying? And then Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I found, out of everybody in the death row, I found Bow Wow. Me, my cousin, and DJ Jam was walking in the arena in Ohio, and this man jumped out and said, my son can rap. And, you know, I'm a producer, so I say, hit it. Let me show you. And the little nigga rapped. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take you in the back with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. In the back in there. And from then on, he rapped for them. And And I be telling Bow Wow all the time, you know, you give all the praise to all them other niggas, but I'm the nigga that found you.
Literally.
For real. If I'd been like, and walked off, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Because my cousin Joe Koo said, nigga, you know, you the nigga that found me. You know, walking, because I always walk through the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else stay in the back.
Yeah.
I'm going out, you know, I'm trying to find me a sack or something. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bow Wow. You dig?
Already. Who is your favorite artist that you listening to right now, Daz?
I'm listening to this girl named Her. H-E-R. Yeah. She tight. She got the blue album. Yeah. And she got the yellow one. Volume 2. So I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to listen to, what's her name, SZA? Weekend.
Yes, SZA.
You know, I'm listening to the whole game, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, rap, R&B. I like jazz, you know what I'm saying? Blues. You know, they don't lie.
Because see, even with the music, even with me doing radio, I can catch myself sometimes not wanting to hear shit.
Or humming some shit that you don't like.
Come on, man. Come on. So what do you listen to in your Daz time when Daz is trying to get his mind right?
I'm trying to get my mind right. I look at some videos, you know what I'm saying, inspire me to hustling, you know. I want some music that's going to keep me motivated. It's going to get me out there to go get to the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just inspiration from the music keep me going, you know what I'm saying?
I can definitely dig.
Knowing I can make money off this microphone and these words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, the Tupac movie, what was your thoughts about that, man?
I mean, you know, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was, you know, one of one, you know. And my son played me in the movie.
How did that feel having your son in there looking at that movie saying, you know what, you are that nigga Daz too?
Yeah, get in there so we can get this Dogg Pound movie going too, you know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's all about critiquing the thing and putting it together. Shout out Benny Boom and LT, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, hey, more to come, you know what I'm saying? And let's just keep it going, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, I saw on your Instagram where you had saw the script that John Singleton wanted to throw out there, man.
See, what you fail to realize, that John Singleton script, he took that script and put it in that FX Snowfall. Then they had some with some gay stuff in there. Right? See, that was that Tupac thing right there. It wasn't in jail or something. Yeah, it's the same thing. He just switched the names around. He said, you know what? I'm going to get this in here some way, somehow. You little punk.
What was going through your mind when you were seeing that stuff, though, Dad?
I mean, I was reading it like, yeah, I mean, Tupac already said it in his own words. He would, you know, on that little interview where he said he had little girls writing him in jail asking him, did you get raped? And he said, you know, that's the most hurtingest thing in the world for have somebody tell you that, and he would die and give his life up before he let somebody take that.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Now, when y'all get ready to bring it with the Dogg Pound movie, what are some of them scenes that we need to be looking forward to, though, Daz?
Oh, man, some gangster shit. We're going to start it from the beginning, you know what I'm saying, when me and Snoop was kids and, you know, coming on up and, you know what I'm saying, and just giving you the raw and real, and then I let them cut it up after I put it out.
Exactly.
I'm going to put the raw out first, and then they can modify for the television.
Oh, that's cold.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you started writing any of it?
Yeah, I got it all written down. It's already, you know, script-wise and everything, you know what I'm saying? It's just about me getting the right people to back it, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, if I shoot them, I say, oh, you got a low-budget film, and, you know, but I done bought all the big cameras, so what's the low budget about it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Now, when you was writing that thing, though, man, having to revisit all of that stuff from your childhood all the way up through it, what was that like for you?
You know, just going through and just laughing about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got stories from Rage. I call everybody and get their story on how we all connected with the Chronic album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody came in like Voltron. You know, DOC and Dr. Dre was the body and the head, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to the DOC, man.
I can dig that. I mean, talk about the DOC, though, man. I mean, what kind of game did he lay on you back in the day?
He laid the structure down for us, you know what I'm saying? This is whack, this is good. You know what I'm saying? More of this and more of that, you know, like Spawn, you know, like the coach, you know what I'm saying? And just putting it together, you know what I'm saying? And, hey, it's going down.
I can definitely dig that. Lastly, Daz, anything else you want to get off your chest? What all else you got coming up next? And how can they contact you?
Man, you can contact me, Daz Dillinger at IG, Daz Dillinger at Instagram and Twitter, and Daz Dillinger at iCloud, you know what I'm saying? And just hit me up. I'm in the streets, you dig? And I'll be everywhere, you know, and just having a good time and just keep me logged in, you know. Daz Dillinger, the Dogg Pound. Keep doing it and, you know, do you.
Daz.
Be high.
Appreciate you coming through this thing, man.
I appreciate
Already. Be High Radio Shout is Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.
Let's go.